I remember her always crying. She was crying because of how frustrated she was. All I could do was stand next to her. I wanted to make all her tears disappear. Because I was in love with Tena Wataka, my childhood friend. But my hands couldn't help wipe those tears away. Because she was frustrated and crying from losing to me. I knew how hard she worked. I knew how much time she spent studying for her tests. She would even go to the teacher's office after school to ask questions. I only put in 1 out of 10 of the effort that Tena put in, but when it came to her test scores, I was above her.
I lost to you again, Yuya-kun. I'm so frustrated.
Tena. Honestly, Tena was a lot better than me. Now that we were in middle school, everyone knew how difficult it was to keep working hard. There might be times when you want to slack off, but Tena didn't compromise. I can't do that. I can't be like her.
But I'll win next time, I swear.
Middle school is coming to an end already.
It doesn't matter. I'll win in high school then. You'll be going to the same school as me, won't you?
The school that we both applied to? It was a famous preparatory school around this area. Tena, you're really something, aren't you?
What's that supposed to mean? Are you being sarcastic?
It's just my honest opinion. Let's head home now. Huh?
If I win against you, Yuya-kun, will you do me one favor?
The dream of my old memory ended right there. When I opened my eyes, I saw a familiar ceiling above me. How many times have I seen that exact same dream? Feeling the residue of the dream had countless times in my heart, the morning light was soft and tender. The weather is great today. Outside the window, I could see a clear blue sky.
Hey, Yuya-kun! Again?
Yeah, yup, again.
Why am I winning against you again?
Why are you so irritated by it? You had the best score in our grade again, didn't you?
Yeah, you're right. Thanks to you, my average grade is above 90%.
Stop that. Thanks to me, I didn't do anything.
Dummy, I'm being sarcastic.
I know that. You don't need to yell in my ear.
Because you keep joking around.
Tena,
What?
I did everything I could.
You keep lying.
No, I'm serious, look at this.
Is this your answer sheet?
Yeah, pretty good, isn't it?
What is? I can read it from the left and the right. 60%, 60%, 60%, and another 60%. You have 60% on all your tests.
Why don't you understand how amazing this is?
You're barely passing. How is this amazing?
Why don't you understand? For some reason, the score distribution for these tests isn't written on the answer sheet.
Yeah?
So, based on the difficulty of each problem, the number of problems, and the trends of each instructor's grading system, I predicted the score distribution of each problem during the test.
Basically,
all these 60s are something I planned out.
you were playing a stupid game on your exams?
Hey, don't call it stupid.
Then I'll say it differently. It was a dumb game.
That doesn't make much of a difference.
Either way, take your test seriously.
I told you I did my absolute best. You try this method then. You'd never be able to achieve what I did.
Why would I purposely do that? Hey, why? You've been doing this since we started high school. Is something on your mind? You can talk to me about it.
You'll listen?
I knew it. Something happened, right?
Yeah, the truth is,
Yeah?
my childhood friend doesn't understand how serious I am.
What?
I do my absolute best on the test, but she tells me to take it seriously. I'm not even failing, but she tells me that it's bad to be borderline passing. She says things like, you might repeat this year. Do you think this is bullying?
What?
Yeah, that face. She always makes that kind of face to lecture me after every test.
Hey, Yuya, go outside. Let me strangle you a bit.
Oh, sorry, my joke went too far. But still, Tena, you won against me.
Yeah, that's how it would be if we just looked at the test scores.
So,
What?
isn't there something you want to tell me?
Tell you something. I already told you. Take it seriously.
Never mind. Come on, you should get back to your seat. As I said that, the bell to signal the end of her lunch break echoed around the school. Tenor was mad again. My voice had echoed into the autumn sky and disappeared with the wind. But it's not my fault. It's so much better to see her mad at me than to see her cry. Besides, if I win, I'll never be able to make that wish of hers come true. But I didn't think she would have forgotten. That girl, I swear. She's won against me so many times. Hurry up and tell me already, jeez. Wait, does this mean I have to keep getting lectured by her until she remembers?
Are you talking to yourself?
Huh? Tenna?
Yuya-kun, talking to yourself in the middle of the street makes you look like a weird person.
Shut up. Were you eavesdropping?
Nope. I couldn't hear anything because you were talking too quietly.
I see.
Were you talking about something weird too?
What's that supposed to mean? What would I even say?
How should I know?
You don't know?
Gosh, your comebacks are boring too. What are we gonna do with you?
Give me a break.
What? I wonder what I should do.
You're still upset?
What are you saying? I'm not even upset. I won against you. You're the one who's supposed to be upset.
I'm not frustrated because that was the result I got from doing my test. Come on, let's just go home. Just like that, Tenor and I started walking side by side.
Why did you suddenly become like this?
You're still gonna talk about that? Let's talk about something more fun.
Like what?
Let's see. Like how my next door neighbor's cat escaped yesterday?
Next door neighbor? That's literally me. Besides, Miyako was just going for a walk, so she came home. Listen, I won't talk about it anymore, so answer me seriously.
Another what?
Why did you start slacking off on your tests after high school?
I told you a bunch of times already, I'm not slacking off.
Is that your honest answer?
Yeah, it is, so...
I got it.
You finally understand?
You're not the Yuya-kun that I've always known anymore.
Huh?
Whatever. I don't care anymore. Do whatever you want.
Hold on a second.
I won't.
Tenna!
What?
Are you crying?
I'm not.
You are. Why are you crying?
I told you, I'm not crying.
Stop lying.
You're the one who's lying. What do you mean you did your best? Look at those scores. What do you mean you were serious about them? I'm studying so hard, but you're just making fun of me, aren't you?
There's no way I'll make fun of you.
See? You're lying again. You won't get scores like that if you weren't trying to make fun of me.
I'm really not. I admire you. It's not a lie. Why don't you understand?
That's because you're not actually being serious. I made my decision. If you don't get better grades than me on our next exams, I'm ending our friendship.
Is that a joke too?
I don't tell jokes like that.
That was all Tenor said before she ran away. I could see her figure growing smaller and smaller. She was getting farther and farther away from me. No matter how high my grades were, my relationship with the girl I liked didn't work out very well. I made her cry again. It doesn't matter how high my grades are if I keep doing things like this. Hey, Yuya! Did you do something to Ataka? I didn't do anything. In fact, she was the one who did something to me. Then why does she keep glaring at you? She said she was gonna end our friendship if my grades aren't better than hers on the next exam. See, I'm not the bad person here, am I? I don't really understand, but I'm assuming you guys aren't gonna make up. Why would you say that? Well, Wataka has had the highest scores in our grade since we started going here. Oh, that's true. And your scores are even lower than mine, dude. Fujisawa, you should study harder, man. Who cares? I'm not failing. I see. Tenor probably felt like this too. She's right that it's not a great feeling. What are you saying, dude? Anyways, there's no point in everything if Tenor ends our friendship. I'll do my best for the upcoming test then. Whew, you sound like the main character of a manga or something. Yuya-kun, you're so cool. Fujisawa, do you want to bet on something and challenge me too? I'm down. Loser treats lunch for a week. Not bad. It's the deal. You better not regret it. That should be my line. I exchanged a firm handshake with my smirking friend. For a month after that, I studied hard for a change. I listened to the lectures properly and did all my homework. I didn't slack off on preparing for classes and reviewing so that I could deepen my understanding of the lessons. People might think, that's all you did? Reality was that Tenna was always working so much harder than me. But there was a difference in how much effort each person could put into something. In terms of putting in time and effort, Tenna was better than me. I'm sure that'll make a huge difference between us once we become adults and go out into the real world. But this competition was on a school exam. In this situation, there was no way I would lose if I took this seriously. The moment of truth was finally here. I wonder why I feel slightly nervous about a routine exam. Is it because I'm competing with Tenna? No, it's not that. I'm afraid that my effort will be wasted since I dedicated so much time to this. That's the moment I realized. Tenna was probably taking all her tests with these kinds of feelings. But for what? How does Tenna work so hard for these tests? Why does she want to win against me? What was the favor she wanted to ask? It's kind of late, but I started thinking about these things seriously. A few days later, our graded tests were returned to us. Are you ready?
Ready as ever.
I'll tell you beforehand. I'm not gonna lose.
I'm confident my scores are pretty great too.
Even though I still won't lose. 3, 2.
1, 0.
We showed each other our grades at the same time. Tenna's grades were in the high 90s as per usual. In comparison, my paper showed the same row of grades as before, but they were in 60s this time. All the rows were filled with 100s. I had won.
I guess I lost.
You seem happy with someone who lost.
That was the result I got after I did my absolute best, so I'm not frustrated.
That was my line.
Oh, was it? Well, who cares? Anyways, you finally took the test seriously.
Yeah, there's no point in anything if you end our friendship.
You don't want me to hate you that much?
Yeah. I want to die whenever you cry in front of me.
Wait, were you slacking off on the test because of that?
I wasn't slacking off, but yeah. That was the reason I was avoiding competing with you.
I see. So it was my fault.
I was the one who was running away from confronting you, though. Plus, we had a promise, didn't we? The one where you said, if I win against you, that one? I wanted you to ask me for that favor. I thought you were always crying because of that.
Oh, that one.
While we're on this topic, can you tell me what you were going to ask me to do? You don't need to win against me. I'll do whatever you want me to.
Oh, it's a wedding. The bride is so pretty.
She is.
Do you remember? I asked you to play pretend wedding with me when we were kids.
Did you?
See? You forgot about it. I did ask. But you wouldn't do it with me.
Seriously?
I'm serious.
What did I say?
I'll only get married to someone who's smarter than me. I don't want to marry you because you're stupid.
You're joking.
I'm not. This is true. I was young, and you hurt me by saying that. That's why I decided to study hard. I wanted to be smarter than you and get married with you. I mean, yeah, that was my first love when I was young.
Tenna.
But you stopped competing with me, as if running away with your previous victories.
I'm sorry, I totally forgot about that.
It's fine. Studying is fun for me now. It's all going to help me in the future.
Huh? So, the favor you were gonna ask for me?
Yeah, basically that. Yeah. I would like you to make me your girlfriend.
You didn't need to win against me on the test for that. I would have done that whenever. And in fact, I wanted to ask you the same thing.
Oh, let's not do anything like that.
What? Why?
I've been studying hard with the goal to win against you. Don't take my goal away like that.
So what you're saying is, we won't be in a relationship until you win.
Yep, exactly what I meant.
Just wondering, if I try to avoid challenging you again.
Of course it won't count. What are you even saying?
Right. Well, that's my motivation.
Come on, just until I win. So in a little bit.
It's never gonna happen then.
Excuse me?
I'm never gonna be in a relationship with you. This is like hell.
You're so overconfident, aren't you?
That's the truth.
It's so not.
Then hurry up and get better grades than me.
Oh, you said it. I will. Of course I will.
Please, do it quickly.
You're super rude, aren't you? You're making fun of me.
God, it's all because I'm too smart.
All right then. Watch. I'm going to crush you on the next exams.
Wait a second, there's nothing in it for me.
Really?
I don't get anything good out of studying hard and continuing to win. Can't we make another deal then? Every time I win, go on a date with me.
A date?
Don't make that face.
Because I'll have to take time away from studying.
Tenna, do you actually like me?
I'm not going to answer that yet.
Gosh, but a date is fine, right?
If it's going to help motivate you, then sure.
All right. Let's go out next weekend.
Already?
Of course. I will beside my childhood friend who finally showed me a smile. Be happy. I'll have more fun this time.
Why?
I bet a week's worth of lunch with Fujisawa on our test grades. I completely crushed him.
Ugh, how dare you guys do something so reckless? Fujisawa-kun didn't know about your grades because he went to a different middle school.
Exactly.
Okay then. I'll hang out with you Saturday if you're going to treat me to something yummy.
All right then. The autumn sky rose high above us. Tenna and I laughed loudly so that our laughter would reach that bright blue sky.